So today we are going to discuss one problem for testing goodness of fit. So last class you have seen the computation formula for chi-square statistic is chi-square equal to sigma I is 1 to n OI minus EI whole square by EI, where OI means observed value, EI means expected values. Then you just find the difference between OI and EI, then take its square and divide throughout by EI, and add all these value in each and every cell. You will get a value. That value is called a chi-square calculated value. Then using the chi-square table, you can find out one more value for chi-square. That value is called chi-square table value. How to find out that value? For that you need a degrees of freedom and level of significance, alpha. Okay, so you have to fix alpha and using degrees of freedom. Here if you have n observations, then degrees of freedom is n minus 1. Degrees of freedom is n minus 1. Okay, using n minus 1 and alpha from the table, you will get the calculated table value, and just compare this calculated value table value. You can make the decision. Okay, and now you can see a problem. This problem is about testing goodness of fit. You may note this problem. This problem is fit a Poisson distribution. Fit a Poisson distribution for the following data. For the following data. Here the data are x takes the values 0 to 6, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and its frequency. This is the frequency. Frequency is 275, then 72, 30, 7, 5, 2, 1. Okay. So this is the given problem. Here we have some values for x. That values are from 0 to 6. And its frequencies are given. 0, 275 times 0 is recorded. 72 times 1 is recorded in that way. And we want to test whether Poisson distribution is a proper choice, is a proper distribution for this given data. So for testing such a type of problem is called fitting distributions. Okay, so here we want to fit Poisson distribution for this given situation. Okay, for that you have to know what is the PMF of Poisson distribution. Okay, you know the Poisson distribution. What is the PMF of Poisson distribution? That is probability of x is equal to x is e raised to minus lambda raised to x by x factorial, and x is taken the value 0, 1, 2, etc. This is the PMF for Poisson distribution. Okay, and using this Poisson the PMF model, probability model, you have to find out the probability for each values of x here. If you put x equal to 0 here, you will get the probability x will take the value 0. How to get that probability? Just to put x equal to 0. So this is e raised to minus lambda raised to 0 by 0 factorial. What it means? It is the probability that x takes the value 0. If you put 1 here, you will get the probability for getting 1. In that way, you can find out the probability at each and every values of x. Now, your aim is to find out the frequency. Here, this frequency is called, this is our observed value. This is our OI values, observed frequency. And we can estimate the frequencies using our given distribution. Okay, how to find out that frequency? So for the first point x equal to 0, what is the probability? P0. P0 is e raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to 0 by 0 factorial. It is approximately equal to e raised to minus lambda. Okay, then this is the probability at the point 0. Then to find out the expected frequency, for that first of all you have to find out the total of these observations. You just add all these observations, you will get the total value. What is that total value? 275 plus 72 plus 30 plus 7 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1. It is 392. That is capital N equal to 392. That is the total frequency. You multiply that total frequency with the probability at the point 0, you will get the expected frequency. That is for this point 0, the expected frequency is P of 0 into capital N. This will give the expected value, EI values. For this point it is P of 1 into N. In that similar way, you can estimate the frequencies for 0, 1, 2 up to 6. Then you will get what is OI and EI. Then use that formula. Before that, here lambda is unknown. That is the problem. For Poisson distribution, you know this distribution is having only one parameter. That parameter is lambda, a positive value, lambda. Okay. So here lambda is not given. So how to find out the value for lambda? That is a real problem in this exercise. Okay, so you have studied in estimation theory, the estimate of lambda is the sample mean. If you have a set of given samples, then the estimate of the parameter of Poisson distribution lambda is simply its mean. So to find out lambda, you use this formula lambda cap. Lambda cap means its estimate. Lambda cap is simply x bar. So from the given observations, you have to find out first what is x bar. What is x bar here? X bar is, you know the formula, sigma fi xi by sigma fi, that is capital N. This is the formula for finding x bar. So sample mean is lambda. You simply understand that lambda is sample mean. So for this problem, it is how to find out sigma fi xi. You multiply x with its frequencies and add all these values. So that is around 189. Total sum is 189. Total number is 392. 392. So you will get the value for lambda. It is around 0.48. It is around 0.8. So this is the way to estimate the value of lambda. Now substitute this lambda in the previous step. You will get the expected frequencies. Okay. Then using that you can find out the chi-square value. So I am giving all these things in a table. You just listen how to solve this problem. First of all, I am noting that the observed value, then its expected value, OI, EI. What are OI? OI means observed frequency. What are the observed frequencies? First case 0, it is 275, then 72, 30, okay, 7, 5, then 2, 1. These are the observed frequencies. Now you have to find out the expected frequency. For the first case, what will be the expected frequency? It is n into P0. How to get P0? P0 means probability that x equal to 0. Since the given model is exponential Poisson distribution, P of x is e raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to x by x factorial. In that model, you just put x equal to 0. So that is simply e raised to minus lambda. Lambda we have already find out. Okay. So substitute, find out this P naught and multiply that with the total frequency n. That value is approximately 243. You have to work out this value. Similarly, next value is 116, next is 28, then 4, then this is 1 0 0. Okay. So this is expected value. Expected value is obtained by using the given probability model and total frequency. Multiply that with the total frequency. Now, for using chi-square distribution, we know that the observed values that should be observed values. Sorry, not observed. Expected values should be greater than 5. You just look the expected values. If any value in the expected case, if it is less than 5, you merge that value to the nearest value. That is the technique. Here you can see that 4 is smaller than 5. 1 is smaller than 5, 0 is smaller than 5. So these 4 values are smaller than 5. Okay. So you add all them. 4 plus 1 it is 5. No, now it is satisfied the condition. Otherwise, you add this to the next value. That is the way. So here 4 plus 1 it is 5. So instead of 4 categories, we have only 1 category here, because these values are smaller than 5. In the similar way, since we have merged these all 4 values, we have to merge this value also. You just add these values. What about this value? This is 15. So the number of observations becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, because these 4 values are merged. So total number is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now find out OI minus EI. That is just the difference of these values. For this merged case, you find out the total of that values. Okay. So here this difference is 32, and next it is 44. Then next it is 2. Here it is 15 minus 5, it is 10. Then find out the square of that value, square of that value, OI minus EI all square, and divide that by EI. You square this value and divide that by EI. EI means this expected value. Then you will get this value is around 4.21. Next value is 16.69. Okay. Then 0.14. Then 20. These are that values. And our chi-square test says that you find out the sum of these values, that is chi-square. So you find out this total of this. That is sigma over I is 1 to n OI minus EI whole square by EI. That means sum of this term. That term you just add all this. That term, that sum is around 41, around 41.04. This is that total sum. That means this sum is chi-square. This sum is chi-square. That is the calculated value of chi-square. Okay. Now you look the table value. How to find out table value? For that you have to find out the first you have to find out the degrees of freedom. Here we have how many observations we have? You just count the observations 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 points are there. X will assume 7 values. So how to find out degrees of freedom here? Degrees of freedom is equal to, it is actually n minus 1. For this case n is 7. So 7, but before minus 1 you are merged how many observations? You have merged 4 observations. So you have to minus that 4 minus 1, that is 3. 7 minus 3, and you have to minus, for this case you used one x bar, that is lambda. Lambda is one parameter is used, so minus 1, and this minus 1. Actually this is n here. This is our n. So what is that value? 7 minus 3 minus 1, that minus 1, 7 minus 4 minus 1, 3 minus 1, it is 2. So this value is 2. So using this degrees of freedom and alpha value, from the table you will get a table value. The table value here is chi-square table value, that is for 2 and 0.05. This is equal to, this value is 5.991. Now here the calculated value is 41 and table value is 5. So what will be your decision? Your decision is your calculated value is more than table value, so you reject null hypothesis. Okay, okay, you reject null hypothesis. Okay, so this is the way to using chi-square distribution for fitting given distributions. Okay.